Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of the Discover iEi. And this is Alex. I'm here to introduce some of our industrial automation product, which is actually you can see here it's called Tank-610. And the Tank-610 is one of our low power ruggedized system that's actually, as you see, utilize the Celeron N3160 as a process. And we also can go up to i7, which is our bigger tank, 870, and that's something we will talk about later. So on the text, 610, we actually have a lot of different I/O on it. First of all, from the overview, the I/O itself, we have the front view. You can see this HDMI, VGA for the debug or programming using, and also the serial port in the front as well. And also there's two Ethernet port and USB. But on the back of the side, you can see we have extra 6 of the RS-232 as well. Those are dedicated port to individually, and you can access all that. And as our power, we can use a power adapter, and also as a wide voltage input, a terminal strip, we can use a 9 to 36 volt to do the input on those as well. And the system-wise, the system can actually sustain from negative 40 degrees to 60 degrees Celsius. And so that's why it's really good for a harsh environment and anything is outdoor or factory automation as well. So and as a system we see showing here, we just want to utilize a lot of different applications we're using that. First of all, the application we use is on the transportation side is actually for the gate control, which is actually for the ticket or Metrolink, stuff like that. They actually can use one to control different gate because they actually use the RS-232 as a one controller. So one controller can control up to 6 to 8 different gates. And the other application we have also utilized the Tank-610 was the track control, the side control for the railroad industry. So what happened is on the railroad, there's also a lot of stuff on the side of the railroad. And there's a control box that read the speed and when the train was passing. They actually need some box was a lot of sensor. Is either the speed sensor, track sensor, anything like that. They can actually connect to this one as well. And we also have another project actually relating to the EV electrical vehicle system that actually using our Tank-610 to control the solar panel and to charging the battery system, and utilize a lot of different sensors to get it started, to working on those. And in the meantime, let me try to do some of the demonstration on this and see how it goes. Yeah, there's something we call the ISM interface. This is a software that I actually use to monitor remote monitor system, and you can also do the localize on this one. And now we try to show you guys how exactly it works, and we'll connect to our different cameras. So just give me a second. Okay, let me grab this guy. Sorry, this is the first time we do a live, so bear with us. Okay. Yeah, I think we can try to switch to a different camera and see. This is the future we're gonna demo. So first of all, there's a temperature sensor that can read the temperature of the system. And if the system has a fan, they can also give you a reading on the fan, but on our system it's fanless, so we don't have a function. A watchdog timer is the one we can actually set a watchdog timer to make sure the program is running. If not, it will reset the whole system by itself. DIO is actually to read and write a digital IO with a system offer, and smart fan also related to the fan control as well, and all the event lists and that. So I think we are pretty much on the system. So let's go to the wheel. So this is actually pulled out from our tank. So let me see, power is not on. Here we go. All right, so we just running the ISM program. Yes. All right. So as you can see, we have two of them. One's local management, one's remote management. So on the remote management, pretty much you just have to log into the IP address, username that was set up. So they will perform the same function once they log in. So you can group the things together. Let's go to the local management since I only have one system here. Right, so system temperature is 23, 27, which is pretty normal since we just boot up. And you can set an alarm to different temperatures, so when it reach the limit, they will still, give you alert on that to make sure you understand that. This is a watchdog timer, so we can do some demo after, we finish all this, because once we do that, it will shut down the system by itself. Digital I/O, you can just, do the input, output, and how to program it. But on the current Tank-610, we don't have a digital I/O set on this. But for other Tank systems, when they do have this feature, it's very easy to use and configure it. Eventless, so like the fan's not turning or the temperature reach will all log to this one, and so that way you know what happened, in the history of the system itself. Setup, pretty much just set out the basically, setting and seeing if you already preset everything, you can actually save. So next time just load it. And CPU, as we can see before, this is a Celeron and 3160, a quad-core CPU. All right. So at this place, let's try to do a demo on this. And so what will happen is when we actually do that, we set for 5 seconds, and the system will actually shut down. So we're probably gonna switch back to our main camera because they're gonna lose the camera on those. All right. I think the system just hang on us. Okay. Let me see if the system's still working. Yeah, sorry, we had to power out the system and resuming again, see what happened. Yeah. Is the keyboard a problem? I'm not sure. Yeah, so the camera is not available, so let's boot out again and see what happened. Maybe you should switch a different keyboard. Yeah. Right, so probably just get back to our regular. So that's why we try to show you guys how the IMSM is working, and also as you can see, I power out was our iEi AUPS system to to sustain the system, power everything on this, and this is one of our power supply that actually as a backup UPS, and also can do remote management as well. So this is something you can actually power this guy about 35 to 45 minutes actually from this little guy here. So it's really power bank efficiency, and they also backup everything. So that way, if any chance of power loss, you can still use it. Yeah. So I think this concludes our introduction for the Tank-610. And if you have any question, or any future topic you want to talk about, please do give us a comment on that. Also, on the last moment, I would like to mention that we actually have some show coming up on October. That's in Georgia. That's the APT. Yes, yeah. So which we have some booths over there, and as you can see on our the running line here, they actually mention about our booth information and the time. So please come to see us, and I think Tank-610 will be there as well for you guys to understand if you want to know more about our product system.